We're experiencing phenomenal opportunities on the spiritual front. The 7-7 portal activations backed by the full moon was extraordinarily powerful. And I would not have believed the energy if I didn't feel it for myself. It is undeniably obvious that something is happening on a deep and profound level. My last video was called The Truth Seeker's Dream because we are coming through the reality that we can no longer deny our intuition or push it to the side for another day. It is right up and center, almost in our face, right? Although I speak of the importance of following our inner guidance, how exactly is the numeric energy of the 7-7 portal activations directly affecting us today? And how is the 7-7 energy facilitating the transformation process? What exactly are we supposed to expect? And more importantly, how can we manage, integrate, and balance the spiritual evolutional energy into our physical world? Hello and welcome. I am Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology, the author of 2 books, Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. I'm also excited to announce that I'm finally ready to launch my Egyptian Numerology online certification program. This basic level 1 certification program is perfect for individuals that not only want to learn how to chart their numerology using the Egyptian formula, but also for those that are working with clients who could benefit from learning about their soul contract. It is a perfect tool to add to your spiritual program. And I'm offering a 35% discount to those members who have completed my 90-day mentorship program. This opportunity will be posted on my website at www.egyptiannumerology.org. Being a writer or an author, I am hyper-vigilant on the terminology used to describe thoughts, feelings, and experiences, whether it comes from myself or others. And the other day, I read a spiritual article that used several words that even confused me. And some of these words are being thrown into articles, videos, and spiritual sermons, and we can often wonder what they mean in the context of our personal experiences. And I admit I am guilty of using these words too. So for clarity purposes, I will try and be more specific about what I'm trying to convey in my videos. So I'll share some of these words with you. Um, we hear a lot of upgrades, transmissions, light codes, downloads, gateways, portals, timelines, soul remembrance, multidimensional, energetic blueprint, activations, new earth template, awakening, ascension, and rebirth. Now, these are just a few of the ones, and the article that I read used about 75% of those words. So I will share my version of what these words mean, and you may have another definition that I haven't considered, and I hope you do. Feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. I'd love to hear your comments on this. So let me tackle the first question. How exactly is the numeric energy of the 7-7 portal activations directly affecting us today? We are receiving more insights into the important circumstances of our daily lives. While we are going through our day-to-day life, our duties and responsibilities, the collective energy is sending us downloads and transmissions. Both of these words can be used to describe receiving information not necessarily from our own resources. Downloads and transmissions are sent from the higher realms to help us rearrange our current perceptions and allow us to see a bigger picture than what we had previously accepted as our reality. When I say the higher realms, I am referring to spirit guides, angels, and of course, our higher self. This process of receiving information that improves our lives is called an upgrade. Because with this new information that we receive, we can change our view of a situation, a person, or our circumstances. We're no longer sitting in the coach section with the rest of the passengers because we now have improved our status to include information that helps us to see or understand our life more clearly. And this brings us to the next question, next two questions. How is this month's 7-7 energy facilitating the transformation process? And what exactly are we supposed to expect? The current energy is in the process of aligning timelines. Now, this means that you are more aware because your past, present, and future are merging into one timeline. You no longer have to recall past events to tell you how you're feeling in the moment, and you do not need to constantly worry about the future because you feel safe in the here and now. The 7-7 energy has blasted its way through our long-held memories, offering new perspectives of why things really happened the way that they did. It reveals your soul contract and the events you chose to experience in this incarnation and why, but on a much higher level. It is also helping you to remember who you are and why you chose to suffer. It is transforming the narrative to your own personal story and helping you to tell the version where you offered to shift the energy of the planet through your own healing process. With the help of the full moon activations, you may have felt more energized physically because the weight of your struggles have been lifted with a new version of reality. This information is lighter, less dense, and is no longer carried in your vital organs. You may find that you need less sleep and you are satisfied by eating lighter, like fruits and vegetables. Your mind may fluctuate between being quiet and focused to being bombarded with nonsense chatter. And this is completely normal because you are integrating new information and your memories are trying to recalibrate into the new version of your thinking process. And this will go on for quite some time. So be patient with yourself and find a sense of humor as the upgrades realign. And more importantly, how can we manage, integrate, and balance the spiritual evolutional energy into our physical world? There is something that we don't often discuss, and I want to bring it up now because so many of you are experiencing um, getting information, receiving information about your calling, your soul life purpose, your ordination, and your vocation, spiritual vocation. So there is always a price to pay when we unfold and express our gifts. Your calling requires a deep understanding of what is expected of you. For instance, if you're called to mend the brokenhearted, you're going to endure brokenheartedness. If you're called to speak prophecy, you're going to be challenged to discipline your tongue. If you're called to lay hands in healing, you will bathe and battle with spiritual disease, viruses, and often disorders. If you're called to preach and to teach, you will learn the wisdom firsthand that anoints your message. If you are called to empower, your self-esteem will waver and your successes will birth your inner warrior. Your calling will come with cups, thorns, and lessons that are necessary for your stature to be authentic, humble, and powerful. Your path will not be easy because your assignment is not easy. Your oil is not cheap. For every spiritual gift, there is a price we must pay. Other symptoms we may experience as a result of developing our gifts and fulfilling our calling is needing to eat heavier foods to stay grounded. Some people experience headaches, ear tones, fatigue, dissonance, body aches, emotional sensitivity, a need for solitude, and sometimes excess energy that needs to be released. If you are anything like me, you may have noticed new walls of resistance surfacing to navigate the material world. When I relate to the material world, I'm speaking of paying bills, getting the car maintenance, cleaning the house, planning and cooking meals, making necessary appointments, returning phone calls, and so on. You get the picture. You may feel like you are procrastinating more than usual and find that you need quiet time more regularly. Your sleep patterns may be off and you're craving more grounded and heavier foods, like I mentioned before. The uncertainty of your life, including what you believe in, can be overpowering, and time is either moving too fast or too slow. Does any of this sound familiar to you? The reason for the res- stronger resistance that you may be feeling is due to the upgrade of your nervous system, your higher heart, and your sacral center that I spoke of in the last video. All three of these centers are being highly affected right now and will continue to persist until integrated fully into your physical and emotional bodies. In most cases, resistance is caused by an underlying fear, but in this case, it is a nudge from your nervous system asking you to be more in alignment with your intuition rather than following directions and commands from your mind. Before starting your day, tune into your higher heart and allow yourself to be directed by your intuition. What is your inner guidance directing you to do today? You can make a list of all the things that need to be done, but ask your inner knowing what really needs to be done in current time. And know that everything will get done perfectly and in divine timing. So be easy on yourself and get plenty of rest. Let me know in the comments below if you're experiencing these symptoms. You can also get support on in my Facebook group and by subscribing to my weekly newsletters. So I hope this video has been helpful in navigating the energy coming through at this time. We are all involved in the current time activations, and it's always good to know that you're not alone. Let me know if you resonate with this information in this video by liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting below. May the Supreme Force be with you always. Namaste. There we go.